Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve-O. Know this video is going to get some hate, and we're going to talk about a few things in just a moment. Alright, guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to say some things, try to get some things off my chest that have been bothering me. I'm not going to mention any channel names, but I was in a live stream this morning. Before I jump into this, some of you might say, well, what are you doing out if you have COVID? So I'll go ahead and put it on the record. Today was the last day of quarantine. I have no symptoms. I do have a cough, but that's because I'm a smoker. Um, so that's the reason. I am traveling tomorrow for family legal reasons. We got to go to Tennessee. We'll be up there for about 5-6 days. But I want to talk about some things real quick, as quick as I can. I was in a live stream, and I don't know how the topic came up, and I don't want this person to have any hatred toward me. But one of his subscribers, zero sugar, good stuff. One of his subscribers started in about Black Lives Matter. I responded with, well, all lives matter, because they do. And then it became this whole thing of attacking the police again. And we've been through this a million times, guys, on my channel. And I'm going to go ahead and say it, that you cannot take what happened to George Floyd and say all cops are bad, right? That's not true. I know tons and tons and tons of great police officers, all right? And before you go judging and things like that, until you put yourself in that person's shoes, I got a challenge for these people that want to down the cops and talk shit. Why don't you go sign up and be a cop? Why don't you put yourself in that person's shoes, his or her shoes? You don't know what it's like to walk a beat. You don't know what it's like to do any of that. So before you go judging on something, you need to check your facts. And when we talk about facts, one thing I'm going to put in there in the description is I am going to put the stats for 2020 so far of police killings of white men, police killings of black, with and without weapons. I'm going to also put a big stat in there, which is black killing black, white killing white. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I am not racist, okay? I do have African American, black people in my family through marriage. I'm definitely not racist. But when I see this constant bullshit in these comments, oh, no, 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 it's a police thing. It's the police this, police that. No, give me a fucking break. Because if you actually sit down and do the stats instead of watching CNN and running your fucking mouth without anything to back it, who are you? Okay? Law enforcement officers nationwide are under attack, and it's because people, some of you, you're out there watching the media. Oh, we need to do this. We need to disfund the police. What's going on in Seattle? It's a joke. A lot of you want to make fun of it. Try it. Try a city, a county without law enforcement and see how that works for you. And I got a challenge for all of you that hate law enforcement. The next time you need a cop, call a crackhead. Don't call 911. Okay? Just like the video of Detroit when the cruiser went through the people that were blocking them. That police chief, who is a black male, got on there and said, kudos to my officers. They did as they were trained. Atlanta PD, fighting back. Okay, this is a war against law enforcement officers for no reason. Because of George Floyd. Rayshard Brooks, I've already put it out there. You don't put a weapon toward a law enforcement officer and expect it to end well for you. Or anybody. I'm in Florida. I'm in stand your ground state. point a weapon at me, it's not going to end well for you. Okay? I'm not going to get into what I do for a living and why I'm very pro law enforcement. That doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. Regardless of what I do for a living doesn't matter. The point of the matter is, if you actually sat down and did your research instead of watching the fake news like CNN, maybe, just maybe, you would have an understanding of the stats, all right, when it comes to law enforcement killings and shootings versus black on black, white on white. And I'll give you a perfect example. The city of Chicago. I think there was 18 or 19, don't quote me on this, murders this past weekend, right? A couple of them included 9, 10, 13-year-olds, babies. Who cares? But you guys jump to conclusions. You jump to conclusions. You don't do your research. You don't do your facts or your percentages. Because I will bet you my paychecks for the rest of the year, if you want to go down that road, that there are more black on black and white on white shooting and murders than there are police involved shootings that are not justified. Because if you think a police officer doesn't have the authority to use, you know, shoot you to kill you, guys, I stumbled on a word there. If you don't think that they have the power to use lethal force, well, that's the word. Because they do try to use non-lethal force. These crackheads, people on meth, it's nothing for them, guys. They could easily get up from that. Okay, sometimes it takes lethal force. You come at an officer with what appears to be or is a weapon, you're going to probably get shot and killed. Right? That's just how it works. And to see all this bullshit that goes on, it just blows my mind. And I don't care if I get thumbs downs. I don't care if you unsub. Doesn't bother me. I won't lose any sleep. I'm not a big channel, but I'm putting my opinions out there. Do yourselves a favor, and before you want to run your mouths, make your videos, why don't you do a little bit of fact checking? And that's all I got. Later.